Now, Stormwatch 12 weather on Newswatch 12.
Boy, what a difference a day makes in terms of our temperatures. We are looking at 50s, 60s, and 70s throughout the region. It is 65 in Medford, 57 in Brookings, 57 also in Christmas Valley. You've had plenty of clouds over there with some showers trying to develop, but they're having a really hard time with that. It's 71 degrees in Montague. But here's the interesting thing is the relative humidity. If your relative humidity is, say, above 50 to 60% and you're getting rain in the area, then it's actually making it all the way to the ground. But if you're looking at your radar and you're seeing rain and you're pretty dry, it's not actually making it to the ground. So Klamath Falls, Lakeview, Siskiyou County, not seeing any rain yet. We've seen a little bit here in Medford, definitely along the Oregon coast. In fact, looking out at Chiloquin, you can see it's just cloudy, but no rain. Can't see anything in terms of a wet roadway on that particular image. Now, we do have some showers showing up on radar, but they're not actually making it to the ground. But eventually, the air will moisten up, and we'll start seeing that make it to the ground. We've seen a little bit of some light rain here in Medford up towards Shady Grove, out in Grants Pass. Not a whole lot of activity, but plenty of activity right along the Oregon coast. You can see that speckled paint look from green and yellow indicating rain, even moderate at times. Widely scattered showers showing up into Siskiyou County, but nothing really reaching the ground yet. There's a pretty big juicy system way offshore, this area of low pressure and an elongated cold front all pushing into the Pacific Northwest. This will increase the rain as we go through the next 24 to 36 hours. Zooming all the way out, this speckled cloud look, this is all a bunch of showers also that's going to be aimed right into our region. So once we start off with some rain, eventually that'll change over to showers. But we're going to start off with rain, especially by early morning. So if you're an early morning riser, expect heavy rain possible along the Oregon coast. By the time we get towards, say, 9 to 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, we should be looking at that rain moving into the Rogue Valley. And it will be heavy at times, continuing to push off towards the east, especially into the afternoon. Now, once we get towards about sunset, most of the rain should slowly start moving over the Cascades and east of the Cascades, but really tapers off. Once you get over towards Lakeview, it really kind of starts to fall apart. But west of the Cascades, we'll start getting into those showers throughout the next several hours for Monday night into Tuesday morning. So again, that's just going to be the theme for the next couple of days. The good news for the smoke is that we're going to see a lot less smoke, especially once we get towards Monday and into Tuesday, because the rain will definitely help a lot. National Weather Service has a flash flood watch for all areas shaded in green. Localized flash flooding, landslides, debris flows will be possible, especially in those higher terrain areas and right along those fires. Now, the National Weather Service also has a wind advisory for northern Siskiyou County. Could be looking at wind gusts to 55 miles an hour, and east of the Cascades over towards Klamath and Lake County could be looking at wind gusts upwards of 50 miles an hour. One more particular note, there is a red flag warning also for Klamath and Lake counties, but this is for Monday. We could be looking at wind gusts upwards of 45 miles an hour. More rain totals that are possible, 2 to 3 inches for the southern Oregon coast, western Siskiyou County, 1 to 3 inches depending on elevation. Rogue Valley maybe upwards of ½ of an inch. Here's from Shasta Valley, upwards of an inch being possible. Over towards Chiloquin and Chemult, could be looking upwards of a ½ an inch. Klamath Falls maybe upwards of a ½ of an inch, and out towards Lakeview, areas over in Lake County, not a whole lot, generally less than a 1/10 of an inch of rain. But we're going to go through the next several days with those showers, and again, we can see plenty of rain along the Oregon coast. This is kind of overdoing it in terms of amounts for the Rogue Valley, but this is something we could see in some areas. Forecast lows for tonight into the 40s and 50s, 47 for Lakeview, 56 for us here at home, and 62 is the forecast high for tomorrow, 59 out in Brookings, 61 for Grants Pass. So here's your 7-day forecast. We'll say into the 50s and 60s. Rain pretty heavy at times on Monday. Eventually it dries out by the end of next weekend. And Northern California will stay rainy through at least Tuesday. Eventually it dries out, especially once we get towards Thursday. And the Klamath Basin will stay into the 60s. Best chance of rain will be Monday and Tuesday. Most of the rest of the week after that, not a whole lot of activity. And for the Cascades, rainy through at least Wednesday. Temperatures staying pretty much into the 50s, finally warming up by next weekend. And for the Rogue Valley, we'll be right around 65 to 70 degrees for the next several days. Our way to stay for sure will be tomorrow.
Like Oliver said, it's going to be a little overcast here.